Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this cute scalloped tray using some cording. So what you're going to need for this project is some 4mm braided cord. This is Yarn Bee Braided Basics XXL and the color is natural. Each skein has 71 yards and I used about 50 yards. You also need some heavy-duty scissors, a nice big crochet hook, 11.5mm P hook is what I used, and then also a larger size yarn needle for weaving in your ends, which for this with this chunkier yarn. To get started, we're going to create a slip knot and put our yarn on our hook. Then we're going to chain 2. And we're going to put 5 single crochets into that first chain of the chain 2. So you insert your hook into that first chain, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. That is 1 single crochet, and we're going to do the second one into that same chain. So insert your hook, pull through a loop, yarn over and pull through both. Again through that same chain, another single crochet, that's 3. You're going to do 2 more all into that same chain. Alright, now we're going to join to the first single crochet. You can see the 2 loops from the top of our first single crochet, so we're going to insert our hook there, yarn over, pull through those 2 loops and through the loop on your hook to join and make a circle. Alright, so now we're going to go on to round 2, so we're going to chain 1. And we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So here's our first single crochet. We're going to put 1 single crochet there, and then we're going to put a second into the same stitch. And we're going to do that all the way around. So you'll have a total of 10 single crochets by the time you get around to the beginning. Alright, so we have come around. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single crochets. You can see this is our join from our first round where we slip stitched at the end there. We do not stitch into that, but we are going to join again to the slips to the first single crochet. Put your hook through both those loops, yarn over and pull through that, and your last loop on your hook. That is round 2. Now we're going to move on to round 3. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to put 1 single crochet into that first single crochet. And then 2 in the next. One into the next single crochet and 2 into the next. We're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So 1 in one stitch and 2 in the next until we get around to the end, and then you should have a total of 15 single crochets around. Okay, so when you get to the end of your round, you're going to find that first single crochet of the round and join. We're going to move on to the next round. You're going to chain one. You're going to put one single crochet in the first stitch, one single crochet in the next, and two in the next. And this will be our new repeat for this round. One single crochet, two, and repeat that around. 1, 1, 2, all the way around, and you'll have a total of 20 single crochets when you get to the end. All right, and at the end we will join to our first single crochet. Now you might find that at this point your work is crimping up a little bit, rolling, and a little bit of that is fine as long as you can lay it down and maneuver it to flatten out pretty well, then you're going to be all right. But if you do find that it is unable to be flattened out with a little bit of bending and manipulating, then you might want to start over with a different size hook, depending on if it's rolling too much, then it's too tight and you might need a bigger hook. If you're finding it's too loose at this point and it's not solid, too big of holes, then you might want to actually go down a hook size to get smaller. All right, so we're going to chain one. In this round, we're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second, and a single crochet in the third, and then 2 single crochet in the next. And that is our repeat for this row. 1 single crochet in each of the next 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the next, and repeat that around. You should have a total of 25 single crochet when you get all the way around. And then we will join at the end of that round to the first single crochet, chain 1, and in this round we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to put 2 single crochet in the next, and repeat that around. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet, and then 2 all the way around. You should have a total of 30 single crochet when you get around to the end. All right, and we'll join the end of our round and chain 1. We're going to do our last increasing round. So for this round we will do 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches, and then 2 in the next, and repeat that around. So 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches, and then 2 in the next, 2, and then we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around to get to the other side. You should have a total of 35 single crochets when you get to the end. All right, so we will join our last increase round with a slip stitch. So now I'm going to stop with my increases here because this is the width that I would like for my tray. But you can continue to increase before moving on to the edges if you would like to make your tray a little bigger. So if you want to continue to increase, you will just, for however many rounds you want, chain 1 and then do the single crochets and continue each round to just increase the number of single crochets in between the increase stitch where you put 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So we ended with 5. So in the next round you would do 6 single crochets, and then 2 and 1, and repeat that around. And then for the next round you increase it to 7 single crochets, and just do that until you have the width that you want for your tray. But if you like this size, we're going to move on to going up the edge. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet around 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, but we're only going to stitch into the back loop. So you can see here you have 2 loops, a V on the top of each stitch. This is the front one that's closer to you, and the back one is further away from you, and you're just going to put your hook through that back loop for each of these stitches around. So you'll insert your hook through that back loop, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both, and just do a single crochet, same as the rest that we've been doing, only difference that you're only going to do it into the back loop of that last stitch around. And that's just going to kind of tilt your work up so that it starts to look like an edge. And we're going to just do 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So when you come back around, you should have 35, same as your last round. Alright, so when you get around and you have all your single crochets, you're going to slip stitch. You can do both loops this time into that first single crochet to join your round. And then we're going to create these scallops on the edge, and this will be our last round. So we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to put 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. We're going to do 1 more double crochet in that same stitch, what we've done here is we've made half of a scallop, and when we come back around we will finish it and attach it here. So we're going to skip this next stitch and slip stitch into this stitch here to kind of secure our scallop. So you can see we kind of have a half circle or a quarter circle there. Alright, so next we're going to skip the next stitch and then put 5 double crochet into the next. So yarn over, skip this one, insert into the next, complete a double crochet. I'm going to do 4 more of those. So there's our 5, and then we're going to skip this stitch that is right next to this one and stitch a slip stitch into this one. And that will secure our first full scallop. We're going to do that same thing again and repeat it all around. So you're going to skip, 5 double crochet, skip, and then slip stitch. And that will make up each scallop, and we'll repeat that all the way around till you get to these last few stitches at the beginning where we will do a half scallop. So now when you come up back around to the other side and you're finishing your last scallop that will fully fit, you can see you skip your last one, and then in the final stitch you're going to slip stitch. And then you just have your join, and then what we're going to do is put 2 more double crochet into that first stitch that we put the half of our scallop into, so that it just kind of looks smooth, like it is no break at the end of the row there. So we'll insert into that same stitch, put 1 double crochet and then a second one, and then we're going to slip stitch to that first double crochet of the round. And you can see it just looks like another full scallop there. We're going to finish off so you can see it feels a little wonky, but once you set it down and start to straighten it out, it lays quite nicely thanks to the stiffness of this yarn and the tightness, the correct tension. It's gonna lay down just fine. So the last thing to do is to weave in our ends. So you use your big yarn needle here. It's really difficult with this big yarn, so I just kind of take it 1 loop at a time, put it through a few on the top, and then I'll go back to the back side, put it through a few there, and then call it good. Alright, I'm not going to weave in this end because I might go ahead and take this out on this sample and make it a little larger, so I have a larger sample since I already have this smaller one. But there you see your scalloped tray. I hope you enjoyed this pattern. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more crochet patterns and follow along on the blog as well.